各位来宾、各位同事、各位同学，下午好。我今天很高兴，我们再一次欢迎傅高义教授到中文大学来。大家都知道，中国研究是中文大学5大重点研究领域之一。中大从事有关中国卷上研究的学者呢，超过100人。在过去，有这么好的成绩，都是因为好像傅教授一样的国际学者，给我们很多的这个学术的交流跟指导。而且呢，除了这个研究以外，傅教授跟我们中大出版社也是合作的非常的好。从1980年的时候，他就已经跟中文大学出版了一本英文的书。然后呢，25年之后，他又用了差不多10年的时间，出版了我们今天看见的这个伟大的那个著作《邓小平时代》。他也把这个书的中文版交给中文大学的出版社出版。
The publishing of the Chinese edition of Deng Xiaoping's The Transformation of China is indeed a very important event in the publishing history of Chinese university press. Professor Vogel, of course, don't need any kind of introduction, but I still have to do it. That's the trouble. He is Henry Ford II Professor of Social Sciences Emeritus and a former director of Fairbank Center. Professor Vogel, everyone knows that, is one of the foremost scholars on East Asian history, society, and culture. But I must say the crowning achievement of Vogel's long years China study is the monumental work on Deng Xiaoping. That's Deng Xiaoping and the transformation of China.
I'm so pleased to have with me at this occasion President Sung, who has done such a good job of leading this university, and my old friend Ambrose King. In 1970, we thought of each other as young sociologists because we both came to the study of China from the study of sociology, and we have remained very close friends ever since that time. This book, I've been amazed at the amount of work that the Chinese University Press has put into making it such an accurate book. As you can imagine, I chose the topic when I was retiring from teaching because I thought Deng Xiaoping was the most important leader of modern China, and that it would be possible to use all the special advantages that we have at Harvard of connections with many people, to have many interviews and to see many people and go many places that made it possible to understand. And in terms of the transformation of China, I think nobody played a more central role than Deng Xiaoping. One of the things I was trying to decide in writing it was, is this book a biography or is it something else? If it were a biography, I would have spent a much higher proportion of time on the early life. But it was already such a big book that Harvard Press advised me to write only a very brief chapter about his early life up till the time when China began to be transformed. So I like the Chinese title, the Deng period, because that's what it's about and how he changed China. I think as a child, he was already very smart. He had an ancestor who had been a high official in Beijing, and his father allowed him to study and gave very strong encouragement, like many Chinese families, to study. And he was born, of course, just at the very last stages of the last dynasty, the Qing dynasty, just before the 1911 revolution. So he therefore had a mixture of a bit of old Confucian education in the family where he started school, and then he had public schools that were just beginning after the 1911 revolution, and he always did extremely well in classes. You know, as I think about many American politicians, they have a very short time span of 1 or 2 years, but I think Deng really had a very long time span, and he wanted to do something for his country.